If you took a perfect look at one of my average classmates, you would see a perfect embodiment of the 99% of people who basically don't have any ambitions in life, who don't take any risks, who go out partying, who basically play video games all the time, who spend all of their lives on social media, basically indulging in pointless gossip all of the time, look at memes, post shit posts, and look at them and adore those posts like if it was literally Mona Lisa, but in today's world. And bro, that's not even scratching the surface. Like, if you would actually listen to their conversations that they have on a daily basis in our classroom, oh boy, the life stories that they tell to each other about what they have been doing during the weekends, what they have been up to, what degenerate stuff they were doing, like drinking alcohol, taking drugs, and possibly even worse that I'm not even aware of, because of course they wouldn't say it in front of me, but still. One can only imagine, and you can just perfectly see their inner mental state be completely reflected on their physical state. Because whatever is on their mind, they just constantly say it out loud. Whenever they want to watch some kind of TikTok, they just straight up open it without even thinking about the consequences of the teacher pulling their phone away. They blast the recording and the audio and the music and they blast it and it literally destroys your eardrums. Because just like imagine a quiet classroom and all of a sudden you basically just hear some kind of random Brainerd song. And to a certain extent, I know that on our channel we like to shit talk them, like how they have no future, how we are better than them, which is a unfortunate fact, but I'm not saying this to actually shit on them like I have something against them. I'm saying this because of I'm just disappointed at how much they are neglecting their potential. Think about it. There are billions of ways to make $1 billion, for example. There are millions of ways to make $1 million, and every single human on this planet is capable of figuring it out. All you need to do is basically just dedicate yourself and slightly discipline yourself towards some kind of skill that you can spend hours, tens of hours, tens of thousands of hours to do over the period of years. Just basically putting some kind of effort into it at least and then experiencing the delayed gratification. Everyone is capable of experiencing that. Everyone is capable of going through the hard times, but many actually fail to pass this life test and they get stuck into the feeling of instant pleasure. They try to work on something, it doesn't work out. They get their bubble of their progress getting burst, then they feel the disappointment, and where do they run? That's right, to escapism. They run to music, video games, social media, gossiping, drinking, binge eating, eating sugars and other bullshit like that. And yeah, there's a saying that I say every single time when I end off our YouTube videos, and that is no one is better at being you. And when I say this, I truly mean it. Every single one of us is authentic to their own personal way. Every single one of us is beautifully, I don't want to repeat the word unique, but that's basically how you can describe it the best. Each and every single one of us is a completely powerful personality, if that makes sense. And we all have basically the best quality, the best potential to become the best version of ourselves. Like, just imagine if every single one of us, every single human on this planet, just actually did their best and leveraged their strong sides, their authentic sides, their purpose in life, and their authentic flow state activities that literally make 5 hours feel like 3 minutes. Just imagine if every single one of them were basically raised in this like nice environment where they could be learned stuff like it's okay to make mistakes and other powerful mindset shifts that aren't put on them inauthentically by the 99% of people. Imagine if every single one of us did our best. The world would be such a nicer place. But unfortunately, many people, they're just naturally evil, and there are people out there who genuinely would just like to do evil just for the sake of it. Like there are literally some people out there who go out of their way just for the sake of it to destroy your mood just because they feel like it and they are bored and it is like their first choice. There are genuine people out there who are like that. And one day I did this. Just take one of these classmates that you have. This one, like, genuinely evil classmate who just does evil just for the sake of actually getting a reaction out of other people, just so that he can make his awkward laugh and just have a better day because he made someone else's day worse. Just imagine taking that dumbass who has a slightly good physique because, of course, every single man does exercising to a certain extent. Just imagine this son of a bitch who goes out partying at the weekends, who smokes weed, who takes drugs, who is a manipulative freak, who doesn't have great relationships with his parents, who neglects his mental health completely and annihilates his attention span on stuff like video games, social media like TikTok, or fapping, for example. Just imagine this person fucking your future wife. Imagine this person, this dumbass, this guy that you would literally even take your own life, this guy that you would literally defend with your entire energy source, with every ounce of your human being to protect your future 10 out of 10 godly wife that you're constantly fighting on self evolution. Imagine her choosing him over you just because you've been neglecting the progress on self evolution. Because think about it, it actually makes sense. When you miss that one workout routine, he doesn't. And he's now one step ahead of you. When you don't meditate for 8 minutes, he does. And now he is 8 minutes more mindful than you. When you don't read that book about relationships, like about all the personality models or about how to manipulate other people to actually improve their life in the long term, for example, by making them attached to you. But you're actually a nice person, so it would actually benefit them if they were co working with you in the future and collaborating with you in any kind of relationship. If you neglect that today, he doesn't. That degenerate that you're protecting her from him is closer to her than you're to her. The future husband that she's meant to have, the best version of yourself, is now pushed behind, and he is overtaking you in the race of men. This guy who will give her trauma for the rest of her life, who will beat her up, who will get her drunk, who will rape her, who won't take care of you, of their kids, who will literally go out partying at the weekends, and then he will come home drunk and yeah, you can just feel it in. So, do you want to have infinite drive on self improvement or self evolution or on any progress that you're making right now? Hmm. Imagine the long term rewards. It doesn't have to be the relationships, like, for example, your future wife. It can be the business model that you want to get yourself into, the authentic purpose that you have right now, whether it is practicing an old Chinese martial art that has been neglected for thousands of years, and you now want to revise it and make courses about it that you can sell for hundreds of dollars and make a shit ton of money from it. Imagine that motherfucker stealing it from you and then using that money to attract your future wife. Imagine him taking all of that money and living the rest of his life, drinking it away somewhere in Dubai, not even living to his fullest extent, and just have those powerful visualizations once in a while. And we will see if you decide to neglect progress for longer or if you decide to continue. The choice is absolutely yours. And plus, you have fucking nothing to lose. You're still so young. Because I record videos for men that are between the ages of 13 and 23. You have no wife, you have no family, you have no household, you have no income that you have to worry about, like a job, for example. You can take risks how much you want. You don't have any responsibilities at all. You have the full permission from me and from other successful entrepreneurs and other successful men on self improvement, for example, to go all out, to spend thousands of dollars on your progress because you have the right for it. But 10 years down the line, when you settle down for that lesser quality woman that is slightly nice but not really the best, because you've been neglecting self improvement, you won't have the opportunity. So please, go all out. You can even afford to spend all nighters just to make progress. You have all the rights to experiment and to gamble with your mental and your physical health, and with your financial situations, and with your relationships also. And let me tell you, bro, after a couple of months, after you stay consistent through powerful, unbreakable discipline, and once you see that first signs of delayed gratification, like for example, finally your biceps growing bigger than your shoulders, for example, or when those girls finally start to say hi to you in your local school, for example, just because you walk by past them, because of how much confident you've gotten after you become more mindful and more grateful about the outside world because of all the gratitude journaling and meditating that you've been doing, after you experience the feeling of having no negative thoughts inside of your head for the first time, you will enter this positive feedback loop that will last for an eternity. For the past year that I've been doing gratitude journaling, I have never skipped a single fucking day. That's how powerful it is. So Justin, bro, you need to just risk it, realize who is actually your enemy. This unhealthy competition that you must overcome no matter what. And it is unfathomable. It is completely inevitable. You need to overcome him. Not for just the sake of yourself and for your own future, but for the future of the people that you love. The wife that is meant for you, and the parents that are meant to be proud of you, and the future children that won't have your DNA, but the dumbasses. Are you willing to take that risk so that you can literally take care of your future children? I know that you'll pick the right choice. If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but they will be in a state of healthy competition with you and not in a state of unhealthy competition, like they are doing it for inauthentic reasons, but for authentic reasons. Like, for example, they want to take care of their family and they don't just want to fuck all the time, if that makes sense. But at the same time, they will also give you knowledge and life advice whenever you need it about any realm that you need. Then you can join in our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and are willing to take action, then I know that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please harness it and join us on the path towards greatness and leave the degenerate 99% of people behind. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description, and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most, and which part of the video you will implement in your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a powerful asset to our family because we adore men like you. And with that being said, if you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee you success in the long term and in the short term as well, that will bring you into the state of positive feedback loop, into this perpetual positive motion, way easier, and they will set you up for success by fixing your mental health, the most important part of your human body, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Readers Mindsets. It is truly something life changing, and you would be a fool to miss out. Thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you, so become the best version of yourself.